The ancient megalithic towers of Cutimbo in Peru, which you can see in my book, Lost Ancient Technology of Peru and Bolivia. There are these so-called Chullpa towers located on top of a mesa near Lake Titicaca in Peru. They are constructed of basalt, and even though most archaeologists believe that some kind of primitive civilization prior to the Inca, or maybe the Inca themselves, constructed them, we were not able to find out where the basalt stone of which these three remaining towers was in fact constructed. In other words, the quarry itself, from which these very large blocks were cut and moved, could not be seen, and no local reference gave us any idea of where the source material came from. Now, this site is not visited by many people, and it's dwarfed by a much larger area closer to Lake Titicaca called Silustani, which we will be visiting in November 2016 with Hugh Newman and Jim Vieira, and you are welcome to join us on this tour. As you can see from the landscape, there's very little agriculture, at least quality agriculture, that grows in this area. And so the question is, when these towers were constructed, was the climate completely different? Because obviously you would need to have some level of sophistication in order to be able to construct these large towers. And even though archaeologists believe that they were constructed as tombs, it is more likely that they were found by primitive cultures and utilized as tombs, because there is an opening in each one which faces to the east, to the sunrise. So that could relate to the concept of rebirth or regeneration. The sun rises in the east, and so that is the portal through which the dead person or spirit looks through in order to be reborn again. Now, there was no mortar whatsoever utilized in the construction of these towers. It is stone on stone construction. Quite astonishing. So please join with us in November and see some of these towers for yourself. And these are my books presently available. The Ancient Technology of Peru and Egypt in French, The Real History of Hawaii, Legacy, Vintage Photographs of Egypt, The Elongated Skulls of Peru and Bolivia in Portuguese, my first book, A Brief History of the Inca, the English version of Elongated Skulls of Peru and Bolivia, A Gringo Guide to Machu Picchu and Cusco, Inca Before the Spanish Conquest, Easter Island, A Guide for Inquisitive Minds, Beyond Machu Picchu, The Other Megalithic Monuments of Ancient Peru, The Enigma of Tiwanaku and Pumapunku, Crimson Horizon, The Mysterious Sea Kings of the Pacific, Inca Footprints, Walking Tours of Cusco and the Sacred Valley of Peru, Cranial Deformation, co-written with David Hatcher Childress, Lost Ancient Technology of Egypt, Lost Ancient Technology of Peru and Bolivia that talks about the Chullpa Towers, Machu Picchu, Virtual Guide and Secrets Revealed, Nazca, Decoding the Riddle of the Lines, and my latest, Plumed Serpent, The Ancient Bearded Gods of the Americas.